Hi, hello. I hope everybody is doing good. And I also hope this discussion turns out to be fruitful and helpful to each one of us present here. There is also one more member who will be joining us shortly, and it's on the same thing. So, what I would like to begin with is Rohan. You have written a
Okay.
personal letter. So, you have actually described what your nightmare was, and you have given us how do I say, a very beautiful picture also to it, that this is what happened and how you struggled with it and what kind of a person you are right now. But you might not be any of those people at this moment. So, how would you describe yourself right now, given in the same context?
Okay. So first of all, thank you for giving me this platform to speak. It's very innovative and it's beautiful right now. I feel so good. So yeah, based on what I've written, I'd say that today I have changed in ways and in magnitudes that I myself didn't imagine at a time when I faced those things. So this is today what that happened when I was in what it started when I was in class 3, third standard. What does a kid understand in third standard? You 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 do understand that, right? So it started when I was in third standard, and today, being 23 years of age, it's completely, it's life has not come to a full circle, but yes, I definitely have grown through everything that I've faced, everything I've seen, everything I've understood from that nightmare, everything I have realized through that nightmares and all that stuff. So today I am at a much better place, definitely. That is one thing I'd say. I'm at a much better place. I'm much matured than I was at one point of time. My decision making has evolved through and entire, and yes, of course, because of the nightmares in that time, those still have a particular effect somewhere within. But like they influence my thought process, they influence a little bit of my decision making as well, if you could say. They influence a little bit of my thought process, they influence a little bit of my morals as well, probably. I do not know. I might not be able to describe it well, but yeah, that's how it is. So I have evolved in a way that that has its own insecurities within, considering that point of a time as something in retrospect, continuously, uh, continuously trying to link up with the future. Or so, based on that, my thinking, my mindset, my uh, entire process of understanding something also evolves around it a little bit, because a little bit of it is influenced by those nightmares. That no, I might be doing this, no, I might be doing that, no, I might be doing this. I get very conscious a lot of things. So that is there. We could obviously, there is a lot more detail to it, but then yeah, that's for a gist, that is there.
Okay, that's very good to know that you are in a much better place right now, and I hope this continues with you. You only continue to grow a lot from what you've been through and what you would go through, because as human beings, it is much important for us. So, coming back to Hiran, so you already did hear what Rohan said, and given your article, you said that emotions are confined to only women. Like, you kind of joked about it that it was legally registered by them. But what do you feel when we met Rohan for the first time? We did not think about this. Of course, I would not want to lie. When I read your article, it did pop out in my mind. This person is such a jovial person, such a happy person that we always say he's ready to talk to anybody and whenever that we call him on. And is this really what he went through, or how it could have happened to you? That's the first thought that came to me. And then I was also ashamed of myself. Come on. Okay, you're not supposed to think like that. Even I used to have nightmares. I still have nightmares. Like, why would I judge somebody else, right? But then, what do you think, Hiran? How is it relatable to this gender inequality that we have?
Okay. First of all, thank you for the opportunity. And the opportunity comes with a whole set of, accountability to me as you asked me to justify my article and what Rohan just said. First thing first, as I hear Rohan and what you said, yes, he's such a happy to go person when you meet him on campus. And you cannot really expect this person really goes through something which can be so different and so traumatizing for a person who is in class 3, maybe 9 at that point of time. But as you grow, you evolve. But what went through me when I was writing that article or when I read Rohan's article was this is the attitude that we really need to counter. So I think when we talk about storytelling or emotions, as I said, it's legally registered, and I have given an example of Ritali. It's a profession confined to women. They just called home to cry, but it's like telling men, step behind. You are to do all the rituals, and you cannot cry, or you cannot be weak. And with the nightmares, like Rohan is a happy to go person, maybe, but why would he ruin something that can be good to like he can be a good person to you? He can make your day wonderful. Why should his nightmare spoil the day that he is living in? And why should he spoil it for the rest? It could be a thought process, maybe. And that's what I felt when I read his article. But for my part, I think it didn't come that easy. So my question when I started thinking of an article to write and send it to you was, okay, what should I write? What are the social factors that we really need to think about and we should talk about it? So people talk about feminism, people talk about inequality in pay gap, all that comes to picture. And I was like, okay, so why aren't women allowed to do this is always a question. So if men are working, why can't women? If men can go earn, why not women? Then when women can express, then why not men should also be a question. So because we call ourselves a gender neutral, we're trying to be a gender neutral society, but the biological and sociological changes are not enough. The psychological changes are very much a part of your biological and social well-being, and people don't talk enough about it. And men have a different level of frustration as compared to women. Women have a lot of tolerance and patience, and they can lift the tolerance bar. But men have always been trained or more or less groomed in such a manner that your frustration needs to be channeled in a tone which is like termed to be anger. But why can't they cry? Why can't they be, why can't they be taken to a corner and be like, okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk this out. You have a good day. I have a good day. We do have bad times, but that's not the support that we get from the society. And if you're trying to help somebody out, then the Western political thought leaves, it's the discussion of the town. So it's sad that we don't try to adapt good things from the Western society, or it's not about the Western society. Why not inculcate a spirit of humanity amongst us? Because we are humans by the end of the day. And then the gender assigned at birth. And then whatever we recognize ourselves as. So that was the imbalance which I really felt like talking. And I read Rohan's article. I had a couple of stories that I heard from people from different communities, because we do have a community by the end of the day. So I just felt this was not there and it needs to be talked about. So pretty much we have not developed to be the gender neutral society, even though my article was like 2 years back from the day. So I think we're still
No,
in the
like
process.
I do agree to what Hiranmay says, because even then when I was facing things like what I have, even then I was being told, तू तू लड़का है, तू रोता क्यों है, तू तो तुझे नहीं रोना है, तू लड़का है basically. So that emphasis on being a boy or being a man is such, it's almost feeling derogatory now.
Hmm.
It's almost like a lot of pent up expectations are there, a
Huh.
lot of different emotions are flowing around, but then you are supposed to, being a man, you are supposed to go through a strict code of conduct, a strict code of honor, a strict code of being a being a man. It's like a rule book of being a man. It's like that. So
Okay.
that's how it is.
Okay. तो शारिक इज ऑल्सो हियर. हाय शारिक. तुझे ये करना है, तुझे ये करना है. कभी ये भी मतलब ये भी बोला जाता है कि तुझे रोना नहीं है, तू ये नहीं बोल सकता कि तुझसे ये होगा नहीं. तो आपको क्या लगता है कि ये से जो हो रहा है, या फिर जो बोलते हैं कि एक यू हैव टू बी अ मैन, उसका मतलब क्या है?
लगभग बात वही निकल के आती है कि आदमियों को मतलब बचपन से यही सिखाया जाता है कि मतलब उनको आगे रहना है, वही है दारोमदार सारा उन पे ही है, सारा दारोमदार उन पे ही है जो भी है। तो मतलब इंसान को बचपन से ही मजबूर कर दिया जाता है कि हाँ तेरे को लड़ना है, तेरे को ही करना है, तू रोएगा नहीं, तू बोलेगा नहीं, चाहे जितनी तकलीफ हो जाए तुझे नहीं बोलना है, सब कुछ सहते हुए चलना है, और तेरा कोई हाल पूछे तो तुझे अपने चेहरे पे मुस्कुराहट रख के ही चलना है, चाहे जो हो, कितनी ही तकलीफ क्यों ना है जिंदगी में। आदमी को मजबूर किया जाता है कि वो खुश रहे, चाहे वो दिखावा करे, चाहे वो एक्टिंग करे, लेकिन उसे रहना पड़ता है हमेशा उसी तरह से। तो एक्चुअली ये हम लोग उस जहाँ हमारे दौर है, किस्से कहानियां जो महाभारत जिन्होंने देखी है, जिन्होंने कोई भी चीज, कोई भी किस्से कहानी आप उठा लो, आप मर्दों को हमेशा आगे ही पाओगे हर चीज में। मतलब ये डोमिनेशन इतना ज्यादा है कि औरतों की बात ही नहीं सुनते, फैसला औरत ले ही नहीं सकती, औरतों को भी पता नहीं, पर वहां पे लिखा है साफ साफ, चाहे कोई भी माहौल हो, चाहे जंग का माहौल हो, चाहे घर की बातें, औरत अपनी बात रख सकती है लेकिन वो फैसला नहीं ले सकती। तो मर्दों पे जबरदस्ती है कि फैसला तुम्ही को लेना है, वो सही हो गलत हो जो भी हो। तो इस तरह का जो है, अब ये कब तक चलेगा ये हम लोग नहीं बता सकते, क्योंकि हमें खुद नहीं पता है, यहाँ चलते आ रहा है, हम देख रहे हैं, तो आज इस लायक हुए, आज इतने बड़े हुए तब जाके समझ में आ रहा है, वरना बचपन से हम भी यही सही समझते थे। अब जाके मतलब लोग जो हमारे जैसे हैं उनको समझ आ रहा है, पढ़ लिख कर सही, पहले की जनता तो पढ़ती भी नहीं थी, खैर अभी तो हमको मौका मिलता है, हम पढ़ लिख कर इतने आगे आ पाते हैं कि अपनी बात रख सकते हैं, फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन कह लो, बहुत से बदलाव आए हमारे कानून से लेकर हर चीज में। तो आज आदमी भी अपनी बात रख सकता है, कह सकता है, और इसमें कोई शर्माने वाली बात नहीं। हालांकि आज भी लोगों के अंदर डर है कि अगर मैं रो दूंगा तो लोग क्या सोचेंगे, कि अगर मैं बोल दूंगा तो कहीं ये गलत तो नहीं समझेगा, या कोई यही ना कह दे कि यार तू लड़की है क्या फिर होता है।
हाँ,
तो बस बात यही है कि
शारिक भाई से बहुत धन्यवाद, आपने ये बात कही, क्योंकि बहुत
जी जी
बहुत
भाई
मायने
जी
रखती है ये बात। और एक
जी
चीज मैं
भाई
बोलना चाहूंगा शारिक भाई के बात पे, कि जो
जी
शारिक भाई ने कहा ना कि हमारे ऊपर एक एक्सपेक्टेशन होता है, राइट, हमारे लड़कों पे
बिल्कुल
एक पर्टिकुलर एक्सपेक्टेशन होता है, एक पर्टिकुलर थिंकिंग होती है कि नहीं तू लड़का है, तू ये हो, तू ये करेगा, तू वो करेगा, ये होगा, ये नहीं करेगा, वो नहीं करेगा। इस पे एक चीज है, हमारा माइंडसेट ऐसा हो जाता है। सो इट्स लाइक, ये कोट मैंने कहीं पढ़ा था, द सैडेस्ट ऑफ द सोल्स हैव द हैप्पीएस्ट ऑफ स्माइल्स। तो यही दर्शाता है कि जो बहुत हंसता खेलता है ना, लाइक यू हैड सेड दैट द मोस्ट जोवियल पीपल the most jovial people you'll see around, you will never know what goes inside them.
right.
So that's exactly what is there, because at a point where you're constantly, in fact I am telling you, my mom and dad have been saying, pushing me constantly to do to finish mechanical engineering. एक चीज हो जाती है कि अभी आजकल सबको एक चीज हो गई कि या तो डॉक्टर बनो या तो इंजीनियर बनो, या तो डॉक्टर बनो या तो इंजीनियर बनो, एक ही एक्सपेक्टेशन हो गया है। जैसे मैं ये सोचता हूँ कि यहाँ पर दुनिया में डॉक्टर्स और इंजीनियर्स की कमी है क्या? मुझे ये बताओ, है क्या इतनी कमी है कि हर कोई इंजीनियर डॉक्टर बनने की कोशिश कर रहा है? यार और भी दुनिया में और भी चीजें हैं, और भी काम है, वही चीज
जी
है। सो दैट इज वन सोसाइटल, probably you could say a societal pressure, or you could say a societal norm or something of that sort. पर वो है, that is one thing that is still yet to be changed in a way.
That
But
is there.
as you speak about it, like I think as Rohan mentioned, a profession is assigned to them, or maybe as Sharik says, कि हाँ ये करना है, ये नहीं करना है, and we start rationalizing things.
हाँ.
It's that there is this labeling. If I can recall Sharik's poem that he had written, उसमें उसने clearly mention किया है कि वो label type हो जाता है ना हमारे ऊपर कि तू घर की इज्जत
जी
है, तू घर का
बिल्कुल
ये
जी
है. So it's like you're the face of the family, and that's how people start looking at you. So if the face of the family is not presented the way the family wants to present it, then the family is ashamed of what it is. So by the end of the day, you are putting the burden on somebody's shoulder just for the sake of putting a smile on your face, or the community's face by the end of the day. That's the biggest
सही
problem.
बात.
And people are still not getting this. They still believe engineer or doctor is a reputed profession, but they don't think about the aftermath. पढ़ाई हो जाएगी, placement शायद फिर भी मिल जाए, but how much are you gonna be?
जी.
The happiness index is just gonna fail you like anything. तो खुशी नहीं रहोगी तो क्या फायदा? वो खाना जो उससे
जी,
कमाओगे,
सही
you
बात.
would not be able to, live that happy life that you wanted to earn and live with your money. So that's also not there. So that's also a sad reality of the society.
Strangely yesterday मेरी जो छोटी बहन है सैम, उसका एक इंटरव्यू था. उसका इंटरव्यू इज फॉर अ कॉलेज, मतलब इट्स अ एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूट. चलो ठीक है, मान लिया तुमको इंटरव्यू लेना पड़ेगा, जो भी कर रहे हो करो. दैट पर्सन आस्क्ड हर अ क्वेश्चन. यू वोंट बिलीव दिस कि इवन आफ्टर लॉकडाउन, मतलब इतना सब कुछ हो गया पैंडेमिक में कि भाई सबने बोल दिया कि यार सबको परेशानी है, एवरी पर्सन ऑन दिस अर्थ सबको परेशानी. कोई अलग यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं कर रहा, चाहे तुम डॉक्टर बनो, इंजीनियर बनो, लॉयर बनो, या तुम चाहे कुछ भी करो. उसको ये सवाल पूछा गया कि आर यू रेडी टू वर्क इन अ मेल डोमिनेटेड इंडस्ट्री, और वो भी क्या कि culinary arts, being a chef. Being a chef is a art. Isn't that supposed to be कि जिसको यार खाना बनाना आता है, जिसको प्रेजेंटेशन देना आता है, वो कुछ भी कर सकता है. खाना बनाना इज अ आर्ट. हमारी मम्मियां उठ के रोज करती है, उनको कभी किसी ने ये नहीं बोला कि मेल डोमिनेटेड इंडस्ट्री तुम कैसे कर लेते हो. तो ये तो गलत बात हुई ना फिर. एंड आस्किंग दिस क्वेश्चन टू अ मियर 18-year-old, उनको क्या ही पता है. चलो देर आर अ फ्यू पीपल जो बहुत वोकल रहते हैं अपने ओपिनियंस को लेके कि भाई ये होता है, ये होता है, ये नहीं होता है, ये नहीं करना चाहिए. बट कमिंग फ्रॉम अ सिटी कॉल्ड पुणे, एंड इफ यू वांट टू गो टू हैदराबाद, एक culinary आर्ट्स बेस्ड कॉलेज के लिए, अगर वहां भी तुमसे अगर ये पूछा जाए कि मेल डोमिनेटेड इंडस्ट्री में कैसे काम करना चाहोगे, आर यू रेडी, तो हम लोग क्या एक्सपेक्ट करें. It is not just the question of being doctor या engineer. Now it is the question of even being a female in some of these professions. वो हमको इजीली बोल सकते हैं कि यार तुम्हारे अंदर तो शायद स्ट्रेंथ नहीं है, तुम रात को थोड़ी जाग पाओगे. हाँ, तो तुम जागने वाले हो, हमारा काम तुम करने वाले हो. लाइक इंटरव्यू किस चीज का हो रहा है.
जी, ये बिल्कुल सही फरमाया कि ये सवाल ही गलत है.
हाँ,
कि ऐसा अगर पूछा जा रहा है तो ऑलरेडी बताया जा रहा है कि आप कमजोर हो, कि आप वो चीज नहीं कर सकते.
एग्जैक्टली.
अगर मन में शंका है तभी पूछा जा रहा है ना. बिना बात के तो
और
बात
मुझे तो
निकलती नहीं.
एग्जैक्टली और मुझे तो ये समझ नहीं आता है. ठीक है, मैं समझता हूँ इनफैक्ट कि ठीक है यार, अभी यहाँ पर पॉइंट ये है कि मेल डोमिनेटेड सोसाइटी क्यों कहा जा रहा है, क्यों ये नहीं कहा जा रहा है कि इन अ प्लेस, ठीक है, देयर हैव बीन males who have done quite the work
हाँ.
in this field, like Marco Pierre White is there. There's Mark Shelton, there's Vikas Khanna, there's Gordon Ramsay,
Sanjeev Kapoor.
all these Sanjeev Kapoor, different people, but there are different women as well.
Correct.
They are probably not given that much exposure.
Correct.
Because of which they are not being showcased that much or highlighted that much. But there are people, top executive chefs. I've seen top executive chefs being women.
Right.
So that's what, like why it is being targeted constantly ki male dominated society. No, you need to say that if even if you're asking, first of all, the question is very wrong, very disrupt in a way. But but even if you're asking it, I think you should be asking it that, are you ready to just face the pressure? That's it. Because that pressure the pressure is going to be different. Like the pressure could be at a external environment, but not because of something that is patriarchal or something that is gender related. Why?
Right.
Why it needs to be? Why
Also,
does it need to be gender related in the first place?
Also, अगर हम इसी बात को अगर लेके चले कि जैसे शारिक ने बोला पहले कि महाभारत में भी तुम देखोगे तो हर जगह पे सिर्फ लड़के हैं, सिर्फ मेल डोमिनेशन है. वो क्यों है? क्योंकि पहले बोला था ना, तुम औरतें तुम बैठो घर में, ठीक है, तुमको हम लोग एक ताले और इसके अंदर बंद करके रख देंगे, तुम्हारा घर के
जी
अंदर काम है, तुम बाहर निकलना मत। अगर ये बोला जा रहा है बार बार, तो मेल डोमिनेशन ही होगा ना, कुत्ते थोड़ी आएंगे काम करने के लिए, मेल ही
जी
आएंगे।
सही
तुम
बात
काम भी करवा रहे हो उनसे, तुम उनसे उम्मीद रख रहे हो, और तुम आगे भी उन्हीं को लेके जा रहे हो, तो औरतें दिखेंगी कहाँ से तुमको आज? और अगर आज आना चाहती है, तो ऊपर से तुम ही हो जो बोल रहे हो कि नहीं नहीं नहीं, मत आना, ये तुम्हारा काम नहीं है, तुमसे नहीं हो सकता, तब शुरू तो करने दो।
जी
आयरनी
सही
भी
बात
तो है ना, आयरनी यहाँ पे ये है that when you tell us about the institution, asking the question, it's an institution. पहले
इंस्टीट्यूशन,
डिफेंस ये होता था
एग्जैक्टली।
people are not literate enough to understand this, but it's like coming from the institution which is supposed to help you get a better
एग्जैक्टली।
understanding of it. So
एग्जैक्टली।
workplace equality is something that we are really trying to get, but is it what the men also wanted? Is it also resistance from women is my question, because if you have this mindset that I'm not made for this job, so we wouldn't have pilots as women, we wouldn't have women in the army or in the marine.
राइट।
It's because the idea is so inculcated that it's strength related. Like, bartan dhone ke liye shayad you're not that fit. The same work at home will not earn you any reputation, but it will earn you a lot of pain when you do it outside and come back home and do the same work. Because working women can come back home and do the same work again, but that doesn't really count. So by the end of the day, this is the irony that even the institution that you're going to serve has the same question, and it questions your, potential. That is the biggest question. If some people are trying to step further and trying to take a step which is so unconventional, people are going to question you. But when it comes from the very person who is going to appoint you for it, society you can ignore, but not the institution, right? And secondly, this is something ironical for men as well. Men who go into becoming chefs, they're questioned ki ye job, it's so unconventional of men doing it. They're so much associated with either books of accounts, or they're associated with engineering, armed forces. They're not seen in jobs. Fashion designing is criticized for men. Chefs, but again, the amazing fashion designers are men. Then chefs again. घर बावर्ची बनेगा is the biggest question that I'm just like, भाई शुरू भी वैसे ही हुआ था. Go check your history book. That's how it started. It was not women cooking at that point of time. It was men with the big handis and stirring the pura khana. But the attitude is, as we evolved, we just realized that we evolved for the worst. And that was that one transit phase. That transit phase is what is bringing us down. So this is your generation, like our parents' generation, who are working right now. So because they are getting this exposure, but again, the fear that we do not have this, and this is how the society has been running. So if we put our kids into a generation which is trying to evolve, are they going to survive the way we did? So they have a lot of, they're very much paranoid, because they have seen a different world and they're looking for different world. They don't want to give it to us because it's not going to be on a platter. You have to develop that society and develop. They've seen how rigid the society is, and they know it's not so easy to develop it. Hence, take a step back. Don't go further. So that is the attitude we are living with, and not a parent or two, everyone's parents. So that is the other. Somewhere we are lucky, like Rohan was lucky. His parents understood that he's not meant for engineering. He wants to go for designing. Here he is. So somewhere his family is coming up with that support. You and I maybe had no potential for law, or maybe we were interested. We could have been pulled back by our parents. Our potential, our parents recognized our potential, but it's with the society that we are still facing the problem, and maybe our generation can bring the change. That's the only hope.
I hope. Coming to next question, अगर इस बात को बोला जाए कि तुम खुद को इस बात को अपने दिमाग में या फिर अपने दिन में इनकॉर्पोरेट करने के लिए किस तरीके की मेहनत लेते हो, या फिर किन चीजों के बारे में ध्यान रखते हो सबसे ज्यादा, तो हाउ डू यू डू इट, शारिक?
जी पहले तो सबसे आसान तरीका यही है कि लोग क्या बोलेंगे ये सोचना बंद करो। बहुत आसान है, हमने फिल्मों में देखा है, बचपन से पढ़ते हैं, अपनाता कोई नहीं है। मैं जानता हूँ बहुत मुश्किल है, हर जगह ये बात कही जाती है, लेकिन अपनाते बहुत कम है।
हाँ।
तो बहुत आसान है, लेकिन इतना है कि आपको अपनाना पड़ेगा उस चीज को। अगर आप अपनाओगे ही नहीं तो आप हमेशा उसके नीचे दबे रह जाओगे, और जब आपके भी आल औलाद होंगे, मतलब आपके भी जो भी होंगे बच्चे, उन पे भी वही जाएगा। क्योंकि यार फिर वो जब सोचेगा कि यार ये बात मेरे वालिद ने सिखानी चाहिए थी, मेरे पापा ने बतानी चाहिए थी, तो या मेरी माँ ने मेरे को बतानी चाहिए थी, तो जब तक बताएंगे ही नहीं, जब तक खुद में नहीं लाएंगे, बताएंगे कैसे? और जब बताएंगे नहीं तो उसके भी मन में डाउट ही रह जाएगा कि यार हम शायद हमारे वालिद लोग को पता नहीं था, या पता था तो हमें बताया क्यों नहीं। बताना चाहिए ना। तो बस वही बात फंस के रह जाती है। इतना ही है कि आपको पहले अपनाना है, उसके बाद ही आप किसी को सलाह दे सकते हैं। अगर आप खुद वो काम नहीं करते, आप लाख दुनिया में फिलोसोफर बन जाए, कोई आपकी बात नहीं माने।
Correct.
जी।
Correct. Rohan,
या सो शारिक भाई ने जो कहा है बहुत उम्दा बात कही है, क्योंकि क्योंकि ये है कि तुम्हें अपने आप से सबसे पहले रूबरू होना पड़ता है कि अगर कुछ तुम्हें कोई चेंज चाहिए, इट्स ऑलवेज सेड बाय आवर वेरी ओन फादर ऑफ द नेशन महात्मा गांधी, बी द चेंज यू विश टू सी इन द वर्ल्ड। सो अगर आपको चेंज लाना है, वो आपके साथ आपको चेंज लेके आना है, आपके अंदर चेंज लेके आना है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपके खुद के माइंडसेट में चेंज लेके आना है कि हाँ, मैं ये चेंज लेके आना चाहता हूँ, मैं ये चेंज लाना चाह रहा हूँ। और उस उम्मीद से रहते हो कि अगर आप उस चेंज को खुद में लाते हो तो उस उम्मीद से लाते हो कि कल को ये ये जो चेंज है वो अपनाया जाएगा, पूरी दुनिया में अपनाया जाएगा। तो वो एक वो चीज होती है। सो दिस ऑल्सो इन्फर्स टू द पॉइंट की टू द कोट, यू डू नॉट लुक फॉर अ रिजल्ट, you just trust the process.
Correct.
You do not look for the result, you just trust the process. आप सिर्फ प्रोसेस पे उसको अपने अपने उम्मीद को रखते हो। आप नहीं सोचते कि आपका वो जो रिजल्ट आएगा वो सही आएगा गलत आएगा, वो किसी के हाथ में नहीं है। पर जो चेंज आपको लाना है उसके लिए आप खुद से मेहनत करते हो, आप खुद के अंदर और खुद से रूबरू होते हो, फिर ही जाके वो चेंज आती है।
जी जी, बहुत बढ़िया फरमाया रोहन भाई ने कि जब तक आप इसके बर्डन के नीचे दब जाओगे कि हाँ भाई आपको रिजल्ट ही आएगा, लेकिन अगर आप कोशिश ही ना करो तो फिर क्या फायदा। रिजल्ट तो जो आएगा वो देखा जाएगा, लेकिन अगर आपने कोशिश ही नहीं की उस चीज के लिए तो आप कैसे अंदाजा लगा लोगे कि ये गलत हो जाएगा या ये सही हो जाएगा।
सही में
एक सिंपल एग्जांपल देता हूँ। टुडे वी आर ऑल leaning towards, like, we are almost going to finish our college life. We do not know what is going to be happening next, right? So there is the level of uncertainty that is there. There is a level of there is the level of uncertainty that what is going to happen in the future. There is a level of uncertainty that what is your stature going to be in the future, the very next future that is going to be. Are you going, I myself am in doubt a lot of times. Am I going to be employed? Am I going to get a job? Am I be able to provide for my family? Am I going to be able to do what I actually love? Am I going to be able to finally land somewhere for the passion that I have? So this is a particular doubt that I have. But then I मुझे ये मनवाना पड़ेगा खुद से ना कि मुझे अगर बनना है, मुझे अगर उस मुकाम में पहुंचना है, मुझे वो चीज खुद से रूबरू करनी पड़ेगी कि नहीं, मुझे नहीं पता यार मुझे आगे क्या होने वाला है, जो भी होगा सही होगा, इतना पता है। जो होगा किसी I don't know, I think I might believe in destiny and fate and all that stuff, but then it's a thing ki if anything has to happen, it's going to happen according to a particular course of events, a set of events, right? Some things you do, your deeds is what is going to land you somewhere, right? So you just the most you can do is trust the process and trust yourself and believe in yourself. So that is what it is. Even something you want to do, a change in society is something you'll have to think in the same way. So that's there.
Okay. So Hiran, हमारे point of view से, like being women and entering into this male dominated society as they claim it to be, how do you want to look forward or take yourself forward, and what are the struggles that you're expecting to face?
Thank you for the question. And a question plays the role right from where we are right now. So I think the question is as old as when we started working, like as the women, started stepping into professions. But I clearly remember, so I was from an all-girls school, so I didn't know the atmosphere. How is it when with men, or maybe when you have boys? Meeting men, I had heard them, they have stories to tell you. So as you hear them and they tell you about their lives and they find that comfort zone with you, like they can share their because you cannot really see men talking about life. They're just like, "Chal, let's party, let's do this, let's do that." Or that's a very clear-cut conversation. But I have been with Rohan, like, we used to sit in the cafeteria and we would talk about life. Our conversations might sound boring to any third person, but listening to them is just like the way we feel when we are heard by someone. So I think that is the first business. And once you start hearing each other's stories, you build a better understanding of the issues that are prevalent. And I think that is clearly there. It's not just about Rohan and me sitting, but there are many other people who we've spoken to. You have done that. I have done that on a personal note. And we've seen that it's not easy for them. And once you learn that, you understand this is somebody else's ideology. घर में बैठे बैठे सब बना रहे हैं कहानियां, but everyone has their own style. So once that attitude is driven out of us, I think we'll understand it's not the same way. And comparatively, I think you and I are in we're not completely in a male dominant society in a way, because we voice our opinions like anything. We come out, we call out people. Of course, it doesn't mean that the society is so secured or we are so safe in this society. There are creatures, and there are with women also. We've seen the Swiggy guy, maybe for that matter, the Zomato guy, sorry. The women was not right in that case. So that doesn't mean you suppress the men. And that is the core of my ideology when it comes to suppressing. So to uplift one part of the community, you cannot suppress the other. So to bring in that balance is what feminism is, and that's a whole different debate altogether, because people still don't get the definition of feminism. But keeping that aside, I think that's the primary step, because if you make a blueprint of what is going to happen in future, you'll never succeed. Because right now, the phase that we are in, we do not know what's there in store for us tomorrow. So when you talk about these issues, you feel that, okay, you've channeled that emotion to somebody and somebody has given you a solution, or more or less at least empathize with you, sympathize with you. That feeling is bliss. And then they understand that you also have some issues. So that compassion that needs to come in, it's not always in relationships, it's not always in being a brother or sister. You can simply be a stranger and sit with a stranger and talk to them about life. And that's how I think I spoke to Rohan. I spoke to so many other people on campus, maybe otherwise. That is the first step. And once you build that first step, the society will direct you automatically. Because if you build the steps already, nobody is going to climb the ladder. So we shouldn't do that for now. But my perspective clearly on this matter is that it's a two-way process. So if you're a good listener, you should also be heard equally. So men are usually said to be the good listeners. Of course, there's a lot of judgment that goes into this. But again, you need to be a good listener to them. Then you see that they're down. You cannot expect them to be those enthusiasts always. You cannot, the expectation, the word itself pinches them like anything is what I feel. You are in a happy mood. You want your man to be in a happy mood. Not fair. You are in the mood to just lie down at home, and your man doesn't want to be at home, wants to go out. So allow him. You won't allow him. You'll pull him back. That is the setback in society. So there was a generation when it was blamed that men were blamed that they are pulling you back at home. Now you are doing the same. So I think somewhere relationships have become toxic. Women have so many expectations from their men that they don't allow them to explore. Career choices. Just because the guy wants to go out and work in some different country or wants to study somewhere else, I understand that's a whole lot of equation. But the respect that you need to manage, a long distance can clearly work, but we don't respect emotions in that manner. We are like, Mera kya tab? What will I do out here? So somewhere it's our responsibility, and it's the same responsibility for that as men. So if women can preach it, it's always the comparison. If women can do it, then why not men? So if women can do this on their part, let's see how does it reflect on men and how do they start practicing it. So let's do it on our bit as women. And that's my clear perspective. And through this, if I have ever done, or even if I have just contradicted my own preachings just now, so I'm really sorry to all the men watching this. So that's clearly from my end. And yeah, that's my take on
जी, नजरिए की बात तो बिल्कुल सही फरमाई। अच्छा लगा सुन के कि अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आप सामने वाले की सुने, तो उसके लिए भी जरूरी है कि सामने वाला भी आपको उतना ही इज्जत से सुने। तो प्यार की बात ले लो या किसी भी चीज की बात ले लो, जब तक वो बैलेंस नहीं बना हुआ है ना, तब तक बेकार है। कितने भी आप नाव अकेले तैर के पार नहीं कर सकते। दोनों नाव जो भी चढ़ोगे, दोनों नाव बराबर चलनी चाहिए। अगर कोई आगे कोई पीछे, ठीक है, कभी कभार चलता है, लेकिन हमेशा अगर आप कोई आगे ज्यादा दे रहा है, कोई पीछे कम दे रहा है, तो नहीं चल पाएगा वो। वो नाव डूबनी डूबनी या एक पीछे छूट जाएगा, एक आगे पहुंच जाएगा। तो नजरिए की बात बिल्कुल सही कही है, और वो अल्फाज भी बहुत अच्छे इस्तेमाल किए हैं। तो अच्छा लगा सुन के। कम से
Thank you so much.
Okay. So I think we can end the session on a very positive note for coming hours. Also, Sharik, thank you आने के लिए.
Thank you for hosting me. This definitely was a fruitful discussion. I myself have been really, I enjoyed this discussion.
Oh,
And
thank
first of
you.
all, हिरण्मय और इनको तो मिलके
बहुत बहुत
काफी
सही।
अच्छा, शारिक भाई से मिलके मेरे को इतना अच्छा लगा, मतलब लाइक किसी और के
शुक्रिया
साथ
भाई,
ऐसे
शुक्रिया।
ऐसे ऐसे डिस्कशन करना लड़कों में नहीं होता ये चीज,
हाँ, ये नहीं होती है.
सही सही
ठीक है?
बात है, बहुत
दिस
सही
दिस
बात
थिंग
है।
हैपेंस
हाँ
वेरी रेयरली.
हाँ.
लड़कों